Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Lately, filming has been a struggle. I've been very busy, and I just haven't really been in the mood, but I have very much been craving it lately, so I'm sitting down and I'm filming. And yes, this is kind of a new, I'm still working out some of the tweaks, but this is kind of my reading room. And I got this awesome canvas print from that Bookie, so definitely check out her channel. The past few videos that I have filmed for some reason have been in error, and they won't let me edit them for some reason. So I actually opened up that Bookie box, or the Bookie box, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to talk about the book in here. And then my fairy loot, which may still work, but I'm just really bummed out because I obviously wanted to show off the Bookie box because it was so fun to open up her box for the first time. Like I said, please check out her channel down below. She's amazing. But I'm so freaking sad about that. I am trying not to be discouraged from filming because the past few videos that they just didn't work. And I know like everyone who films understands that. But anyway, I have a huge haul. These are all the books that I started collecting in, what was the month before August? In July and August. So there's a lot here. Whatever, YOLO. So I first started off with the Walking Dead graphic novels. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I whipped through those very, very quickly. So then I really enjoyed these. Sometimes the series just gets a little monotonous and annoying, so I was kind of craving Walking Dead, but I didn't really want to watch the series again, so I picked these up. They're very different from the series. A lot of the characters are in there, but they're a little bit different, which I don't know how I feel about, but it's been really enjoyable to still be in the Walking Dead world and have a different story, which is really kind of fun. So I have read these first 4, which I'll talk about in my wrap up whenever I decide to film that, because I finished those in July. I'm very behind, but it's okay, it's fine. So then I picked up 4, 5, 6, or this is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I picked these up as well. So here's that one. I really like the covers too. They're nice and graphic, and I like how they look whenever they are all stacked up. So I will continue reading this series. I'm really enjoying it. It will probably get just as frustrating as the actual show, and it will probably keep reoccurring, and they're never safe and blah blah blah. I don't know. So what shall we talk about next, shall we? Let's go ahead and talk about my obvious favorite, is the Brandon Sanderson trilogy. Mistborn. My goodness gracious. But I read the first one of this one. Like, look how pretty. They're so pretty. I read the first one of this, absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna have to start the second one soon because I miss this world so much. I miss the characters. It's just so good. And these covers are just phenomenal. So I'm gonna have to keep reading some Sanderson because it's so good. I got way too many books, okay. And then I picked up A Wrinkle in Time for a few bucks at my local bookstore. It's obviously the movie is coming out pretty soon. Oprah, my girl Oprah, is in it. The trailer looked freaking amazing. I used to love this book as a kid. Couldn't tell you what it is about anymore. So I got this for $2 at McKay's. And I think these versions are so pretty. So I will get the collection and read these. It should be pretty easy. And then I kept the sticker on this one, but I got this Winnie the Pooh collection for $3 here. And the selling feature was the actual book is just so cute, naked, and then it has little bees. Like, stop it. So crash. I also picked up, I like to pick up really cool versions of books that I know that I love. So I've started collecting the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm guessing these are the 70s versions. I think I looked it up. But I got these for a few dollars each. So here's Restaurant at the End of the Universe with our little monster dude. Love it. And then So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. I love the Douglas Adams Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. If you haven't picked it up, definitely do, because it's very dry, very funny, very quick. You can whip through these books so quickly, but I love these versions. I saw the first one, but it was so much larger and it wasn't the same print, but I don't know. I just like collecting. Along with collecting, I found this Edgar Allan Poe like series of works. Like, I mean, duh. I had to get this. I mean, I love Edgar Allan Poe, and this is freaking gorgeous. Let's talk about some newer books. So I think there's a movie coming out of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I should know that off the top of my head, but whatever. Books A Million came out with really cool versions of some classics. Like all the Jane Austen ones are gorgeous, and I may have to just get them. The Jane Eyre is beautiful. It has like a mansion on the front, or is that Wuthering Heights? I don't remember. One of them has a mansion on the front, but these are gorgeous. So I got the Great Expectations, Charles Dickens, because they are making a movie, and I actually have never read Great Expectations, and it's time. 'Tis time! Leanna at Leanna's library, she and I are trying to get through the Mortal Instruments / this whole Infernal Devices, whatever you call this freaking series. It's been out for a really long time. Everyone still kind of talks about it, but I used to talk shit about Cassandra Clare all the time, and I'm coming around. Bitch has got me. She's got me in her grip, because these two have actually been, excuse me while I move real quick. These two have actually been pretty enjoyable. And I heard, obviously, City of Bones. I got this for like a few dollars at my local bookstore. I kind of like that it's kind of messed up and worn, because some little girl or boy out there really loved reading this book. So if this is her low point, it really was not that bad. And I really love, this one's brand new, because I am, you know, sometimes you just want to buy brand new stuff. But I love how these look next to each other with the metallic, and I want to get the full collection in that, and maybe the collector's editions of the new two that just came out, Lady Midnight and blah 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 something, Lord of Shadows. So far I am really enjoying the series. I know that it's not going to be groundbreaking or the most amazing series, because Mistborn is already really up there with solid fantasy series for me, but this is nice tropey YA. You know, I like some teen drama. It's fun. And Clary, the main character, is starting to redeem herself in the second book, so I'm already enjoying it a lot more. We'll stop talking about Cassandra Clare. Next, I picked up Red Rising by Pierce Brown, because it's Red Rising, and I've heard that this trilogy is amazing. So enough said. My brother said to pick it up, so I did. I trust my bro. Then I did finish The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, which I truly enjoyed. Loved the family. I loved the characters. It was so heartbreaking. I listened to the audiobook of this and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to pick up a copy. If you haven't checked out G from Book Roast, definitely do. We're doing a quarterly book club. I'll make a small video announcing it. It'll be in October, but we chose Nevernight. So Ashley had a Dash of Ash. This was her nomination and it won. So I did pick this up while I was in Florida, and I think the second one just came out. So I don't know. I'm very excited to read this. It's about assassins. It just sounds really cool. So then I just picked up, this is my most recent book purchase, Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire. I really need to learn how to say her name. Finished the first book, really enjoyed it, want to continue on with this Wayward Children, I think it's, yes, the Wayward Children series. The first one was very interesting, very unique. Haven't really read anything like it, so I want to continue with this one, and I know the third one's coming out at some point. Oh, it says it's a jeweled book that deserves to be shelved with Lewis Carroll's and C.S. Lewis's classic. That is a pretty thick statement there, but they're very, very short, so you should pick them up. They're pretty cool. Let's talk about some ebooks, I guess, that I bought before we talk about subscription books and some media here. Technically, this is media, but whatever. Illumine, I am renting from my, oh, excuse me, it's telling me that it's expired. But Illumine from the library, I'm going to loan that out. I tried it the first time, I wasn't in it. Maybe I wasn't in the right state. But I'm going to retry Illumine and see if it works here. And then I got The Real Story of Diana, or what's it called? Diana, her true story in her own words, because I love Princess Diana and I love the royal family, so get off me. Then Love and Gelato, literally have no idea what it's about. It was like $1 or something. I think it's a YA about a girl going back to Italy. It sounded interesting. I don't remember what the synopsis is. Then I got this, The Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen here, because I'm trying to read every Jane Austen kind of inspired or retelling to try to decipher my absolute favorites. Then I have Treasure Island, Pride and Prejudice. These are all free. Great Expectations, which I have the physical book. Jane Eyre, This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I'm actually not doing too badly right now. The Queen of the Tearling I got for $1.99, and the Selection series, the first book by Kiera Cass. I got all those for like $1.99. I check into Amazon every day while I'm at work. It's kind of my morning routine, and see what is $1.99. That's what I like to do in the morning while I'm eating my bagel. Should be eating nuts, but I decide to go for the bagels sometimes because I'm an adult. I can do what I want. Lastly, as you can see here is my series of unfortunate events. I did complete that series, so I have all 13. Can't remember which ones I recently found, so 8 through 13 to complete, as in reading. So I'm so happy that that collection is complete. I will put them on my shelf, and I am continuing to finish the series of unfortunate events, and it's been so fun. I like to read it in between some things as kind of a desensitizer. So the subscription books that I got. Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Man, I'm good. This is amazing. If you haven't read Sleepy Hollow, it's one of my favorite short stories. We got that in our Owlcrate. Along with the Owlcrate, The Heart We Sold by Emily Lloyd Jones. It doesn't really sound that interesting to me, and of everything that I have, this is probably the last one on my list. I don't know. Everything else in that box was amazing. They're Edgar Allan Poe socks. I have the video in my feed, so definitely check it out. But this book, I don't know. I don't really have an interest, so I may sell it and try to get something else. Just to be honest, like I'm honest here. And then in our fairy loot, we got Wicked Like a Wildfire, which this is freaking beautiful, by Lana Popovic. Isn't that not so beautiful? It's gorgeous. I really don't know anything about this book either, but I like going in blind sometimes. That's how I do things. This is a flash haul. And then that Bookie in her The Bookie box, we got the amazing Wonder Woman by Leigh Bardugo. So freaking excited about this book. I've known about it since the beginning of the year, so I knew I wanted to get it. And then I saw that the Bookie box had it in it. Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. This was in the July Owlcrate, I believe. I've heard mixed emotions about this. Obviously that it's funny. I've heard that the audiobook is really great. So yeah, this is definitely one that I am interested in. And then in one of the fairy loots, I think in July, we got Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody, which I have started reading. I'm not too far into it. I already liked the characters, so I just need to finish this. I've heard mixed reviews about this as well, but I've heard that it's a very original idea, which so far reading it seemed very original. So these are all the books that I got in my subscription boxes. Then I can talk about a little bit about some media, because I am all into PlayStation 4. That may be why some of my filming has gone by the wayside, because all I want to do lately is just play games. I feel like my phase with playing games is that I'm an adult now. I shouldn't be playing games. You know, your parents always tell you, like, don't play games, it's so childish. Now that I'm adult, you know, I got a PlayStation 4, and now that's all I want to do when I get home from work, because, you know, I can do what I want. So I kind of picked up on tons of things. So I got the Star Wars Force Awakens Lego game, which so far has kind of been a clusterfuck, excuse my language, but it's sensory overload, that game. I don't know. Like, I've played other Lego games, and this one's like, I feel like they're doing way too much, and it's not really like following any story or anything. I don't know. I just have played like the first chapter. Don't judge this off that, but I do love the Lego games because they're super fun. I got the Uncharted series. I think it's Uncharted Drake's Fortune, Among Thieves, and then 3 Uncharted, which the new Uncharted game just came out, and it's kind of a spin-off, but it looks so amazing. So I kind of want to know their side story a little bit more, so I'm replaying. I know I played one of the Uncharted a long ass time ago, but Uncharted, those are always so fun. I love puzzle adventure games. Those are my favorite. Then I got The Last of Us because I never played that on PlayStation 3, and the second one is coming out, I think, next year. So I want to get into that. So far, I'm really liking that. The zombies are really fast in that one, so it's not like Left 4 Dead. Well, Left 4 Dead, they're actually really, really fast, but like Walking Dead, they walk so slowly. And then we got Battlefront, which is just okay. The graphics look really cool, and we like it because it has a split screen, and we can fight off a lot of stormtroopers. Sometimes we'll just look at each other and be like, you want to kill some stormtroopers? Sure. But it gets pretty monotonous. There's not really much you can do except for kill hordes of stormtroopers or kill each other. I haven't really played by myself this one yet because we really just want to split screen, but the new Battlefront's coming out, and the new Battlefront looks pretty great. So I know that they have some co-op stuff in there. Then we got The Walking Dead Telltale because we really like Telltale games, and we've done like 2 chapters or something, and we kind of got bored with Telltales, but I know we'll come back to this. But Walking Dead was really fun too. And then one that I'm really loving is the Lara Croft, and I got this, all of these I got at McKay's for way cheaper, and I had a credit. So this one was like pretty expensive, but I got it for free. It was like 30 something dollars. And it's one of the special edition 20-year celebration of Lara Croft, and this is the new Lara Croft, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So fun, graphics are beautiful. So that's what got me revved up for Uncharted, because they're Naughty Dog. Killing the bear was a bitch, but these are beautiful, beautiful games. And another one I just finished was Life is Strange. It came out years and years ago. I played it on PC, the first few chapters, but I just finished it yesterday. Blew my mind. It got so real. Like it seems like a teenage melodrama, but then it gets really fucked up and really real. But I loved that about it. So now I kind of want to replay it and do some other dialogue choices. And then Before the Storm just came out too, so it's a prequel to that. So Life is Strange was very, very good. Those are some of the media items. That is about it. So that's recently what I have hauled and bought lately. So yeah, I might do a catch-up video because there's a lot going on in my life and a lot of new changes. So I will see you in my next video for all of that life update things, if I can talk. But anyway, I'm really bummed out that my previous 2 things that I filmed didn't work. But you know, life goes on, everyone, as people say. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this haul. I'll see you in my next video. I love you so much.